My name is Sol Suarez. I'm here in the traditional territory of the Trondheim here in Dawson City, and I'm with Lue Maxwell from Lunar Elixir. Do you want to tell us a bit about yourself and your business?
I have a coaching business, Cascade Holistic, and I deal with transformational energy and do with mind, body, and spirit to reduce anxiety and feel balanced and feeling lighter. And then that is a gateway to my product line of crystal-infused lunar elixirs.
How did this come about in your life?
Started off with health coaching, and then the more health coaching I did, I realized it was not about the food. It was about getting to the root causes of what was making our behaviors. So I got into behavioral science, so NLP, and learning what other modalities. So what one modality led to another through quantum energy, and learning about energy led me to crystals, and then the holistic side of things led me to dealing with herbs and plants, and me being efficient was trying to find a way to make healing as quick and efficient as possible. So just bringing everything I know all together into ways that are accessible for people to be able to help accelerate their healing and remove blocks towards healing.
So how long have you been in the Yukon, and what brought you here?
I came up straight to Dawson from Mississauga, Ontario in 1997.
You were in a business in a small community. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about that?
My favorite thing is that people are really willing to support local. There's so many hidden talents in this community, so it's an opportunity for people to showcase what they can do. People are like, oh my gosh, we can get that here, because I'd rather go shop closer to home for what my needs are than have to go beyond. If I can get it locally wherever I can, I will. And it's becoming a more and more common for people to have that as an option, trying to run a business and make it still accessible and affordable without gouging people, but also trying to make it viable. That's definitely a challenge.
How is your relationship to the minerals are in the Yukon? Do you have a favorite one?
I moved in the dead of winter, didn't know where I was going. I flew to Dawson and I drove into town, and right away it's like, oh, I could live here. I didn't know where I was staying or wherever it was, but I just had that feeling of, oh wow, I feel good here. And that was before I even knew about energy. I just knew there's places that feel good. And for so many people that come and never leave, there's probably some mineral energy that's keeping that. There are people that go, I'm never coming back. And the next summer, hey, how's it going? I thought you were coming back. We've seen that over and over again in Dawson and probably other pieces of Yukon too. But there is that energy. And don't forget, we're also at the confluence too. So there's also that energy too with the water as well as the minerals. And of course, the trees, nature has its own energy. People don't understand why they're drawn here, and that could be because of that mineral energy that they don't realize that it's resonating. So it does have that pull in, and I feel more like myself here than I ever have any place else. Dawson has grounding properties. And this is why people let loose here, because I think they can feel like they can be themselves without all the trappings of judgment and labels, and people are absolutely forgiving.
If you could have any famous, dead or alive, client to come to you and be like, Lou, I need your help, and what would you make for them?
Any one of those Kardashian women, because they have all the money in the world, they've got all the fame, but they still end up in terrible relationships because they don't have any self-worth. Just because you can stand in a bikini or naked in the mirror, you have self-confidence? Yes. Do you have self-worth? No. So I would definitely work on some energy clearing about some beliefs that they have about themselves and what they are worthy of or not worthy of. And I would make them a custom gemstone mala with stones to deal with confidence and and authenticity and their voice and balancing their chakras, and mainly the root chakra, so they can really be in touch with what that means to them, so they can start feeling really good about themselves without all the labels, so they can make better decisions for themselves and their soul and their hearts.
What kind of stones would you use?
Definitely something grounding. So lava stone is actually a transformational stone. And howlite as well is about authenticity and communication. So actually speaking your true voice and people hearing what you really have to say. So those would be two things that I would actually be part of their healing.
Talking about small businesses, and now we're talking about how to heal the Kardashians. I think this is I could have not worked for a better outcome. Thank you so much, Lou. This has been such a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Take care.
Cheers.